Well, Kendrick is getting closer to getting caught. While he was at the jail visiting Don, guess who he runs into? Detective J. So of course he had to play it off, talking about he glad he ran into him. He wanted to thank him for the work he put in. Detective J said, I already know why you came up here. To see Dawn, right? You're trying to ask her some more questions so we can get to the bottom of this, right? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's all about Natasha. We love Natasha. We would do anything for Natasha. We both would like to keep Natasha safe. I don't know about we. Kendrick was all nervous. You should be. Not only does Charles know, Detective J knows. And you've clowned them both. And they both care about Natasha. Now they would probably do anything they can to get in Natasha's heart. You'll just be collateral damage, Kendrick. But at this point, everything that has went on, everything that you have witnessed, you are foul to represent Don. Foul. So whatever you got coming to you, baby, you deserve it all. I would have thought that you learned when you got your eye rocked the last time. But this time you gonna turn your back on another lawyer, a fellow colleague who's also your girlfriend, for a sister who was stealing from her and was messing with her man. Kendrick, you fell off. Then we got Danisha asking Tamara for a job. At first, Tamara said she ain't had nothing for her. Well, Tamara talks to Wayne. Wayne says sometimes your blessings is to help other people. Girl, you should have told Wayne the backstory about her. Then again, you still got her in your studio, but she is paying. Anyway, long story short, Wayne told her to hire her. So Tamara hires her as her assistant. Girl, Momo about to know all your business. And it's funny, the first thing Tamara told Danisha was, my business is my business. And I like to keep it that way, if you know what I mean. When Wayne comes here, whatever's going on, that's between us. Okay. Girl, how many assistants you gonna have? At this point, hire me as your assistant, your security. What Danisha about to do? Anyway, I feel like she's either legitly trying to figure out the business so she can boss up, kind of be like Tamara. She plotting to get closer to Wayne, and that could be either for herself or for Momo. Either way, hiring you would be a no-no. Now, to finish up that skit with Dalen catching his mama and Lil Jon in the bed with each other, he's screaming, yelling, upset. Mama Regina over here trying to plead her case. Lil Jon, not so little, over there pleading his case. Keisha said, is it little or not so little? Dalen was so mad at Keisha. But for him and Noel to even be in their feelings, they was just doing the same thing that y'all was upstairs doing. And when did Kelvin leave? And I meant to tell y'all in the other video. Mama Regina overheard Kelvin ask Noel if she took the test. Mama Regina turned around and was like, what test you talking about? But she said it loud enough for everyone to hear. So real quick, Noel was like, I took the real estate test so I can be a real estate agent. I've been, studying ever since I've been staying here with Dalen. Dalen, that did not click in your mind. Like, why was she high wanting to be a real estate agent? And she said she was secretly working with Kelvin since he has some experience. Well, one thing Dalen did do right was he didn't propose to that heifer. But now that he think he done took her V card, sir, you couldn't feel a difference. You didn't break through anything. There were no restrictions. It didn't feel off to you, normal, or were you just happy because you got some? Now watch, if Noel is pregnant and she tried to pin it on Dalen, I hope Mama Regina brings up that little test situation. I hope somebody asks to see that email saying that she passed the test. We already know Noel be forgetting the lies that she tells. Then we got Wayne's exes talking about Wayne and Tamara. Skip. Amber talking about, do you really think Tamara is Wayne's type? I thought you didn't care. Anyway, they both going to the party so they can be messy. He finally told Diana about Rico. He let her know flat out, nah, you ain't about to sit here and give me a how much you love Rico spill. The man cheating on you. I saw him on a date with Aisha. How would you know that they're dating? What do you mean? Yeah. She hurt. D said he know how he can get Rico to come clean to her. How? Set up a little dinner. Something nice and sexy. Then what? Let me do the rest. He gonna pop out of the room somewhere. He gonna come with a little speech. And he gonna tell Rico to tell her the truth. We already know. Captain, save a hoe, save a baby mama, save a kid, save a artist. Captain America. Because that's what I'm getting ready to call you at this point, D. And Melissa's dad is home. He said first thing he want to do is he want to cook for his baby. Talking about he been up in there studying. It ain't gonna be no jailhouse food. Had my hopes up a little high till he was getting groceries out the bodega. He said, can we go to Piggly Wiggly? Uncle Doodle was like, Piggly Wiggly? We can go to Publix. I don't know Publix. I know Public Enemy. Oh gosh. Anyway, after they were grocery shopping at a bodega, Uncle Doodle kept trying to figure out how he get out. He asked all them questions. Sir, did you snitch? I ain't gonna lie, I'd be damned if I go to jail for another month. I ain't saying I'm a snitch, but I'm saying I ain't going to jail for somebody else. Guess that's why I chose to live a straight life. Anyway, Uncle Doodle mentioned that him and Hollywood live together. Melissa's dad was like, wait, hold on, what? How long that been going on? How long you been gone? We been raising them kids. Bro, I've been waiting on you. So, be honest with me, man. No matter what the answer is, you always my brother. Did you and Hollywood ever, you ever dip in my pool? Pool? A cesspool? Let me stop. He wants to know, did Hollywood and Uncle Doodle ever bump uglies? Hell, I ain't gonna lie, for the longest, I thought them two was brother and sister. Unless they did it once and realized that wasn't it, them two ain't got no chemistry whatsoever as far as a couple go. Doodle was like, man, why would I do that, bro? You my brother. I've been out here waiting on you. Not even in y'all younger days. Because Melissa, probably like in her 30s, late 20s. That's a long time. Anyway, he saw Melissa. She happy. But Hollywood, she shocked. Chase, Tiana, and Candace scared. She trying to be messy with Chase. He told her he didn't tell Candace about her little friend going in the bathroom with him. She over there talking about, oh, I'm surprised you turned her down. My friend don't never get turned down. Chase said, why would I even want to pursue that? I'm married. The only thing you said correct. Your secret is safe with me, Chase. Candace walks in. She confronts Tiana about the whole situation between her mother, and Amanda. Tiana talking crazy. Candace is handling it. Chase is sitting there like a lump on a log. And once again, Chase does not have his wife's back. Candace tells him he told her to talk to Pierre about Tiana. Why can't you man up and say it? That's your boy. Why would you send your wife to talk to your boy? She's having an issue with somebody that your boy hired in your office. I know that these are just skits, but Chase Walker, WTF, capitalized, underline, 4 times. Ugh. Candace deserves better. You have done nothing but prove time and time and time again that you don't have your wife's back, and you're hiding so many things from her right now that involves other women. And you think Candace ain't gonna find out? We got Destiny going off on her mama's boyfriend. Skip, they about to move in with Shar. We already see it coming. They up there struggling, hurting, and this BAN, who she calling her man, ain't worth a DAMN. Dang. And he complaining because he just gave her $70. $70, sir. 70. Talking about what you did with that money. What money? Because that won't even buy groceries. Maybe some toilet paper, eggs, bread, milk, maybe some cheese, oatmeal. Heaven forbid she want to fill her tank up. They living in a rundown apartment in the projects, sharing with another family and the Roaches. And you talking about they always need money. If I gotta struggle and have a man, I ain't got a man. I'm single. If I have to ask you for anything and you don't use your antennas and know automatically on your own, and you see your girl struggling but don't do nothing about it, I'm single. But anyway, I remember I dated this dude and he talking about, dang, I ain't never been on the passenger side of my car before. You should drive me around a little bit. Yeah, what the Neither have I. If you want to be a princess, just say so. I don't mind driving. But if you already ain't doing the bare minimum, what the hell make you think I'm about to drive you around, sir? Ma'am? Passenger princess. I've never been a passenger princess before. Nigga, neither have I. And he turned that into an argument. I ain't never had a female that just wanted to treat me like a princess. He didn't say a prince. He didn't say a king. He said a princess. And yes, some of y'all want to know why a lot of us got masculine energy. Because of that right there. You telling me you want me to treat you like a princess. Who gonna be the man?